Stable power has been restored in Occidental Mindoro with 3 of the province's power plants back in operation. Over a dozen OFWs evacuated from Sudan are back home in the Philippines. Repatriation efforts continue with hundreds of Filipino evacuees now staying in Egypt. And Gilas Pilipinas will be facing old rivals in Group A of the FIBA World Cup. Let's find out how this affects the Philippines' chances of advancing to the next round. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know to jumpstart your weekend. I'm Riza Diaz. At least 17 Filipino evacuees from Sudan, including 1 infant, arrived in Manila on Saturday. This batch of repatriates involved 9 OFWs who fled Khartoum via Port Sudan to Jeddah and 8 hotel workers who boarded a Greek military flight to Athens. So far, around 600 Filipinos have evacuated from Khartoum. About half of them have crossed the border into Egypt, where the Philippine Embassy is arranging temporary visas and repatriation flights. Some 45 overseas Filipinos are also expected to be evacuated to Saudi Arabia. In other news, 24/7 power supply has been restored in Occidental Mindoro. According to the National Electrification Administration, the Occidental Mindoro Consolidated Power Corporation has agreed to run its 3 power plants. These plants have a capacity of 30 megawatts, enough to cover the power demand of the entire province. OMCPC has been operating on a limited capacity due to delayed fuel subsidies from the government. Meanwhile, the Energy Department assures the public of enough power supply to meet the demand this summer. However, DOE Undersecretary Wimpy Fontebella admitted that the country's power reserves remain thin. With this, the agency is appealing to the public to conserve energy and be more efficient in using appliances.
Halimbawa, nag-22 ka or nag-18, mas malaki po yung babayaran nyo sa kuryente. Maling diskarte po yon. Ang gawin po natin, 25, 24 degrees, pero tulungan ng electric fan na nakatutok sa atin. 800 to 1,200 per month po matitipid nyo.
2 people died after 2 foreign flagged vessels collided off Corregidor Island on Friday. The 2 ships were MT Petit Sur from Marshall Island and MV Hong Hai 189 from Sierra Leone. Now, the body of 1 Chinese crew member from MV Hong Hai was recovered in the wreckage, while 1 other Filipino crew died at the hospital. 3 Chinese crew members are still missing. Meanwhile, all 21 crew members of the vessel from Marshall Island are in good physical condition. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The stage is set for the 2023 FIBA World Cup with the teams now divided into groups. Philippines is in Group A with Angola, Dominican Republic, and Italy. The Philippines faced Angola and Italy 4 years ago in the previous edition of the Cup in China. Italy steamrolled Gilas with a 46-point lead in the Group D opener, while Angola beat the team in overtime to finish the group games. Meanwhile, Gilas lost to Dominican Republic with a 27-point deficit in the Olympic qualifying tournament last year. Now for Gilas head coach, Coach Chot Reyes, Gilas Pilipinas will be in a difficult position, but for now, forming the right team is his main concern.
Regardless, it's going to be a tough group. But after this draw, my attitude really is it's not ideal, but could have been better. I thought that last pick, I had wished it was Cote d'Ivoire instead of Angola, because Angola is tough. Not that Cote d'Ivoire isn't tough, but I think Angola is tougher. But like I said, it is what it is.
President Bongbong Marcos hosted a sports day event for children at the Malacañang Palace grounds on Saturday. His guest of honor, no less than NBA Hall of Famer Yao Ming and 8th Division boxing champ Manny Pacquiao. Children from the Social Welfare Department Study Center in Pampanga and other areas were also treated to several entertainment shows. Britain's anti-monarchy movement is set to protest King Charles III's coronation next week. Reuters reports that Charles is considered less popular than his mother, the late Queen Elizabeth. That's why anti-monarchists believe that Charles's ascension is the best chance to finally end the monarchy. Charles III will be crowned on May 6 after being heir to the throne for about 70 years.
Not the Queen, and the Queen was the monarchy for so many people, and they were willing to suspend disbelief and to suspend now that she's not there. We're seeing an immediate drop in support and a distinct lack of interest in the big ceremonial, which is all they've got.
Not my king! Not my king!
And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us again later at 9 in the morning as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.